Welcome to YWT, Your Weather Today.
I'm Malay Garcia.
I'm Annalise Maroney.
And I'm Eli Marisic.
We're here to tell you about your local weather for today.
As you can see outside, it is very cloudy. There are cumulonimbus clouds. These types of clouds can cause showers during the day. Christoph will tell us about thunderstorms later in the broadcast.
I'm going to tell you your temperatures for the week during the day. Sunday was a high of 60 and a low of 42. Monday is high 58, low 40. Tuesday is high 57, low 43. Wednesday is high 58, low 45. Thursday is high 59, low 44. Friday is high 62, low 43. And Saturday is a high of 63.
As you can see, there's cloud cover in northwestern states and midwestern states. These clouds could also cover Chicago, Illinois.
The clouds have very low temperatures in the states of Indiana, Illinois, and other states like Kentucky, Tennessee, Iowa, and Oklahoma. Their temperatures are reaching 40 to 80 degrees below zero.
I'm going to show you the high and low pressure. There is a high pressure system that turns into a low pressure over in this area. There is another high pressure system over here, and a high and low pressure system, and then a high pressure system.
We have heavy rains coming from the south. It's likely to make its way to the Chicagoland area if it continues in its path. So be aware of heavy rains at the end of this week.
Today at noon, we will experience some sunny weather with a few scattered showers during the day. At noon, we will experience a 60-degree weather.
As you can see, there will be flood watches in Tennessee, Oklahoma, Missouri, and Arkansas, and parts of Illinois. Other states have issued warnings and watches too.
In Nevada, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and parts of California, there is a fire weather advisory in effect.
First, we will start with the damage of droughts. Some droughts can be mild, but others can last a long time and cause famine. Famine is when there is not enough food for people to live there. Droughts are very destructive and can even dry up rivers. One other bad thing that can happen is soil can turn to dust along with other stuff such as grass, crop, and brush. Now, let's go to Daniel and Nicole live in Kansas for info on a drought.
Hi, I'm Nicole Mishuk, and I'm here to tell you what scientists use to predict droughts. Scientists predict droughts by using technology. The technology that they use are geographic information systems and remote sensing information systems, but they can't always be right.
With D1, you can have some crops damage, high fire risk, and low well water. With D4, exceptional widespread of crops and pasture losses, shortage of water, and exceptional fire risk. Now with Eli with weather warnings and more information about classification.
Hi, I'm Tracy Pham, and I'm here to tell you about the Dust Bowl. Well, first of all, the Dust Bowl occurred in the 1930s during the Great Depression and lasted for about a decade. The Dust Bowl was caused from many severe droughts, but scientists believe something like the Dust Bowl may happen in the future or even stronger. Behind me, you see the states that the Dust Bowl affected. The Dust Bowl affected Austin, Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Denver, Colorado, and Kansas. The Dust Bowl also had a big impact. The Dust Bowl affected over 1 million acres of land. Farmers watched their crops get blown away helplessly. Farmers had no money, so they were forced to move west. 500,000 pioneers were left homeless. 2.5 million moved west, and 2,000 moved to California to find work. And here's a scientist with us.
Here we have climatologist Howard Liu.
Hi, I'm Howard. I'm here to tell you about cause and effect.
Well, how can a drought start?
A drought can start from lack of rain in an area for a long time.
What happens if that continues?
The air would be so humid that the ground would start to crack and even cause a fire.
How can that happen?
It can happen when water vapor condenses but doesn't come that fact.
Well, thanks, Howard, for that information. Now we have Nicole to tell us about what technology the scientists use to detect a drought.
This is when it is moderately dry. The effect of this type of drought causes some damage to the crop, and the fire risk is bad, as well as wells, waters, etc. are at risk of developing or becoming voluntary water use. Third is D2. This is a severe drought. The D2 cause crop loss, and the risk of a fire is very high. There is water shortage, and at this point there are restrictions of water. Fourth is D3. This is an extreme drought. Major crop loss or pasture losses occurs. This is an extremely high percent that a fire will happen. A widespread water loss in the drought area, and the restricting of water is higher. Fifth is D4. This is an exceptional drought. The exceptional and widespread crop/pasture losses and exceptional fire risk at the shortages of water in the streams and wells, etc. This creates water emergencies. There are also safety tips for surviving these kinds of droughts. A drought is hard to predict when it will happen, so you'll have to be prepared and have a plan. There are some tips for when this happens. You should start digging a hole or make a well. Another thing is even before the drought, you should start saving water.
That's not water. Thank you very much. You guys tired from fighting for water? We'll get the new Mountain Dew Breeze, and the dehydration days will be gone. Now sold in 2-pack.
So buy some now!
Hello, my name is Carly Vinko from YWT, which is your weather today. I'm here to tell you about the history of blizzards. Do you remember the blizzard that struck North Dakota on January 12th, 1999? Well, the blizzard affected the cars, streets, and the sidewalks by freezing them up with solid ice. The people of North Dakota had to stay in their houses for 2 days because of all the snow that piled up in front of their doors. The blizzard started on March 12th to the 14th. After the storm ended, they called it the Great White Hurricane. Nobody knows from the other states from North Dakota why they called it the Great White Hurricane. Even though this blizzard happened in 1999, this blizzard can happen today. That's all for right now. I'm Carly Winkle, and this was Blizzard History. Now let's get back to Lilia with fun facts.
Hi, I'm Lilia Garcia from Your Weather Today, and I'm here to talk about blizzards. Did you know that before a blizzard, warm air usually comes warming the land and the air, and that severe blizzards can have winds that reach up to 45 miles per hour or more? 70% of people die during a blizzard because they were stuck in their car. And monks that live on the Swiss mountains used to have St. Bernard dogs to save people trapped in snow and would revive them with brandy. I think that covers it all. Here are some health issues to look out for during a blizzard. Hypothermia is when your body temperature is very low. If you don't treat this quickly, it may become fatal. Signs of hypothermia are uncontrollable shivering, drowsiness, exhaustion, memory loss, and more. If this happens, get medical help immediately. If you can't, try warming the body's core. Frostbite is another health issue. This is when body tissue is frozen. Signs of frostbite include numbness and pale appearances, and more. Just remember, both issues should get medical help immediately. And last but not least, the watches and warnings. Watches are when a blizzard may form and winds may become up to 35 miles per hour. A warning is when a blizzard is detected. The gusts of wind can reach up to 35 miles an hour and are accompanied by heavy snow. Now let's go over to meteorologist Michael O to tell you about a blizzard's cause and effect.
Try our new hot chocolate.
Mocha Cocoa. It comes with a free bag of marshmallows and a mug.
It sells in a 2-pack box.
It's the most delightful drink you'll ever have, and you'll never be tired of being cold again.
Call us now, 1-800-HOT-COCO.
Call now, and I will double the offer. Hot, hot.
Oh, we got it, hot, hot. Yeah, we got it, hot, hot. Oh, we got it. Hot chocolate!
WT your weather today. I'm in North Dakota in a blizzard, and I think it's below freezing. Today, I'm going to be telling you about the cause and effects of blizzards. The cause of a blizzard: temperatures, lots of snow, and very strong winds. For a blizzard to form, it needs cold air below 30 degrees freezing, lots of moisture in the air, and warm rising air. A blizzard can be disruptive to local economies and will probably have a big impact on society. When there's a blizzard in a certain place, the temperatures might get colder and it might snow more. And when there's a blizzard in a certain place, it might affect another place on Earth. Blizzards bring lots of hail, sleet, and snow, and maybe even rain. When that all melts, there might be floods and a big one too. And when there's a blizzard, there might be a whiteout. So watch out, folks, and keep warm. And by me, we have Abdul with classification.
From YWT, your weather today, and I'm here to tell you about a blizzard classification. Blizzards are classified into many different ways, like the moderate gales, the fresh gales, the strong gales, and the whole gales. The whole gales are the strongest and causes major destruction. The moderate gales are the weakest and causes minor destruction. Ebony P. Warren was the first one to discover this blizzard classification, and he discovered it on July 19, 1992. Now on to Nick with hazards and safety.
Hello, this is Nick Baker from YWT. Today I'm here to tell you the hazards of a blizzard. I am also going to tell you how to keep safe during these hazardous conditions. The safest thing to do is stay home if possible. If you must go out during a blizzard, be prepared with hat, gloves, warm coat, thick pants, and many layers of clothes. Also wear mittens because they are warmer than gloves. Be sure to listen to your radio and television for changing conditions. Blizzard conditions are very powerful and dangerous with high winds and fast snowfall. The record of snowfall during a blizzard is 95 feet on Mount Baker in Washington State. Now that's a lot of snow, something you certainly cannot drive in, so please stay off the roads. Another way to be prepared is to stock up on plenty of food and water. Keep in contact with family members in the area. The roofs of houses are known to collapse during a blizzard, and also telephone wires from the weight of the snow. So please stay safe during a blizzard. I hope my safety tips have helped you today.
Hi guys, as you can see, we're close to the center of Hurricane Casey. It's pretty windy, and from what we can predict, this isn't going to get very windy.
Wind gusts high up at 156 miles per hour and a surge of 708 feet. Projectiles have a Category 5 hurricane with us.
The last two hurricanes weren't as bad. Hurricane Alyssa was a hurricane category 2, and Hurricane Beck was a hurricane category 3. storm tracers were supposed to be here by now, but they have seemed to not come yet. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to tell you stuff about tornadoes. Did you know that in the U.S. there are about 600 to 700 tornadoes a year? That's a lot. That's like having 2 tornadoes each day. The tallest waterspout that was ever seen took place in 1898 in Australia. Tornadoes are very hard to predict but easy to spot or see. Tornadoes may pick up trains and send them flying, but other times they may pick up trains and they may set them safely on the ground. Tornadoes also may cause damage on one side of the street, like ripping a house off its foundation, but on the other side of the street it may just break windows or just take up plants. Even though a tornado can only last an hour, it can cause a variety of damage, like sending cars flying in the air, breaking windows, or even causing houses to break or even roof tiles to fall off. Watches and warnings to look out for so you know when a tornado will come will be a tornado watch. This is when a tornado may be expected in your area in the next few hours. A tornado warning is when a tornado has been spotted or picked up on a weather radar. This is when it lets you know that a tornado's path is coming, and it urges people to stay outside in a tornado. You should take cover in a tornado cellar. If there are no tornado cellars, you should lie in a ditch or on a low part of the ground. You should cover your head with your hands or your neck to protect from any flying debris. Most death or injuries are caused by flying debris during a tornado. If you're in a car when a tornado is striking, you should get out immediately and go in a ditch or a low part of the ground, like I said before. Now, I will demonstrate how to do this. Get on the ground and cover your Then, if you're inside during a tornado, you should go to an underground tornado shelter or in a basement. If there is no shelter or basement in the house, then you must go in an area where there is no windows, in a closet or in a bathroom, or in a hallway in a house. You should get under a mattress or tornado. You should go to an underground tornado shelter or in a basement. If there is no shelter or basement in the house, then you should go into a closet, a hallway, or a bathroom with no windows. Then you should get under a mattress. Just like when you're outside, you should get in the vent, like covering your neck with your hands or your head to protect yourself from any collapsing, from anything collapsing from the roof or any chandeliers or lamps or anything. You should stay away from any glass or any glasses or windows or mirrors, because they can cut yourself if they fall and break. Then you should stay away from any metal or any wires, just in case if lightning strikes your house. If you're in a mobile home, then you should get out immediately and lie flat in a ditch, because mobile homes can be picked up like paper by tornadoes. Coast Guards may help protect or warn boaters about a waterspout or rough waters. When they are boating, boaters may not know these things, so Coast Guards will help protect them. Coast Guards may also keep watch for boaters in need of help, like drowning boats or other issues. So, since the conditions here are very windy, but it doesn't look like the temperature in the clouds will start forming a tornado, I think I'm going to go and see if Sabina and Victoria see any tornadoes in their area that they're stationed in.
Ella, Ella, Ella. So call 180 umbrella. Ella, 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 under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, under my umbrella.
Hey, where are you guys?
Oh, we're in Oklahoma waiting for a tornado.
Where are you?
I'm stuck back here at the weather station. How are the conditions there?
Well, it looks like a tornado is coming because it's getting kind of dark out here.
Okay, I'll check the radar. Bye for now.
Hi.
The tornado is supposed to be a tornado family. A tornado family is a series of tornadoes that follow in the same path. Some other types of tornadoes are multiple vortex, landspot, and waterspout tornadoes.
Wow, that was interesting. Should we tell the Victoria?
Like what?
Like Oklahoma's in the the other cities in Oklahoma might get hit too because Oklahoma is in the tornado area.
Oh right, a tornado alley is where most tornadoes strike. Also, let's tell the viewers about funnel clouds.
Well, funnel clouds form in the sky and aren't tornadoes till they touch the ground.
So watch out for those funnel clouds. Also, make sure that you have a tornado safety kit in your home.
Or in your car, just in case. Just like this one right here.
A safety kit includes a flashlight, food, dried or canned, manual can opener, battery-operated radio, a cell phone or CB radio, first aid kit, clothing and bedding, extra batteries, whistle, bottled water, and that's it.
We're also going to tell you some myths about tornadoes. The first myth is that areas near rivers, lakes, and mountains are safe from tornadoes.
The truth is that nowhere is safe from tornadoes. They are very dangerous.
Another myth is that low pressure from the tornado causes buildings to explode.
That is so not true.
I know, the truth is violent winds and debris slamming into the building causes most of the really bad damage.
Wait, do you hear that?
Yeah, it's been bugging me this whole time we've been doing this.
It's like a swishing.
Do you remember what Annalise said to do if you're outside during a tornado? Lisa to do if you're outside during a tornado?
Well, this is what you do. Take cover!
Wait, do you hear that? Yeah, it's been bugging me this whole time. It's like a swishing noise. Tornado! Remember what Aunt Lisa to do if you're outside during a tornado? This is what you do! Take cover! And now to Georgie and Tori! Thank you, Victoria and Sabina, for demonstrating what you should do outside.
Tornadoes can cause damages. They can cause many damages, like rip people's houses apart, throw things into the clouds, and blow cars away, which can cause to people, and damage nearly anything. Even if tornadoes 3 feet thick or a mile wide, it will sweep many miles of land, destroying anything in the path. Tornadoes are rated from F0 to F5. If they are rated at F0, then goes on the ground, meeting drier air. Tornadoes can cause damages. They can cause many damages, like rip people's houses apart, throw things into the clouds, and blow cars away, which can cause to people, and damage nearly anything. Even if the tornado is 3 feet thick or a mile wide, it will sweep many miles of land, destroying anything in the path. Tornadoes are rated from F0 to F5. If they are rated at F0, then said the damage is during a tornado. Now here's some more interesting facts that everyone's hearing about. This tornado is made when there are supercells that form when moisture goes on the ground, meeting drier air. Tornadoes can cause damages. They can cause many damages, like rip people's houses apart, throw things into the clouds, and blow cars away, which can cause to people, and damage nearly anything. Even if the tornado is 3 feet thick or a mile wide, it will sweep many miles of land, destroying anything in the path. Tornadoes are rated from F0 to F5. If they are rated at F0, then said the damage is half from the Midwestern section, and Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Texas make up the known as the Tornado Alley. A tornado is formed when warm air shoots upward, meeting colder, drier air. The moist air is lighter than the cold, dry air, making for a strong updraft. Very little, and some windows might have been shattered. If it was F5, that means that the damage was incredible. Cars and houses being carried away. Right here in Oklahoma, we are in an F3 tornado. Tornadoes strike the midsection of the United States. and Canada. Every state in the United States had at least one tornado strike there, including Alaska and Hawaii. Most tornadoes in the U.S. occur in the Midwest.
Tornadoes are common during the spring and early summer. April appears to be the deadliest in terms of numbers of tornadoes each year. Most tornadoes around the U.S. through southern Illinois and hit southern western India for 3 hours and 30 minutes. And this storm still affects different altitudes. In 1925, the Great Tri-State Tornado occurred on March 18th, and it affected Ozark and southern Missouri, heading eastward. And here are some quick facts that we will share with you.
Tornadoes mostly happen about every 2 years.
And tornadoes go to 250 miles per hour and 1 to 3 miles width and 5 miles length.
Yes, George, you okay?
Yes, I think so.
Thank you for watching.
Your weather today.
Hi, I'm Krista from YWT, your weather today. I'm here to give you some information about thunderstorm watches and warnings. A severe thunderstorm watch happens when conditions developing that are characteristic of the severe thunderstorm close to and in the watch area. A severe thunderstorm warning is the alert that a severe thunderstorm has been found on the radar. So listen to your weather radios if there are any thunderstorms coming your way. There's also some thunderstorms hail the size of softballs, lightning starts fires, and rainfall with snakes. Cause floods. You should be very careful when outside during a thunderstorm. Lightning is about 50 Fahrenheit and more than 2,000 people get struck by it each year. Thunderstorm safety. To be safe when you see a thunderstorm, you should stay indoors or you should find shelter or stay in your car. Remember, don't touch anything metal and avoid crouch down, bend forward, and grab your ankles if you are outside during the thunderstorm. Practice at home so you know how to do it when you're outside in a thunderstorm. Thunderstorm facts. Other than safety, you should know some facts. First of all, the lightning hits the U.S. 25 to 30 million times a year. So you better watch out. Also, you don't have to worry about them in spring or fall because they usually occur between one thunderstorm hit Addison with wind up to 58 miles per hour on May 7, 2010. It's the most common wild weather. So watch out for cumulonimbus clouds and radio. This has been Crystal Guys with your thunderstorm updates.
Thank you, Rajan.
And I'm Annalise Moroni.
And I'm Lily Garcia.
Let's learn some facts about hurricanes. Lilia, did you know that anything can be blown away outside during a hurricane, and you should pack it up and put it inside?
I actually never knew that.
Hurricanes can blow or even peel off roof tiles off of houses, and they can also toss cars in the air.
I wouldn't want to be in that car. For me, it's actually a really big decision for meteorologists to issue a warning because they have to tell people on the coast to evacuate their homes.
And people have to board up windows to prevent windows from breaking.
Did you know that Florida is struck most often by hurricanes?
Really? I thought it was Louisiana. The damage caused by a hurricane could cost millions, even billions of dollars.
That's a lot of money. Do you remember when Hurricane Katrina struck New Orleans on August 28, 2005? More than 1,800 people died, and the damage was more than $81 billion. I was actually in New Orleans when the hurricane struck.
That must have been very scary. Most property damage and life loss is caused by the high wind speeds of a hurricane.
And because of the rain, floods are very common.
Hurricanes can even turn over mobile homes.
Hurricanes can also cause power outs that can last for days or even weeks.
Once there was a power outage in my house, and we were out without electricity for 2 days. And I think we've learned many facts about hurricanes.
I agree, Annalise, so let's go over to watches and warnings.
A hurricane watch is when a hurricane may strike land within 2 days. This is when you should turn into a weather radio or a television to find out about the storm's progress.
A hurricane warning is when a hurricane is expected to reach land within 24 hours. This is when people should move inland if they live by coast. And remember, you should always listen to the radio to get ready for the storm to hit.
Now let's learn about hurricane hunters and meteorologists.
I wonder what they do.
Hurricane hunters are people who fly in planes around or in hurricanes. Once they measure the hurricane's speed, energy, and direction, they will report back to the National Hurricane Center. Experts plot the hurricane's path and strength.
Satellites, airplanes, buoys, and ships all track and spot hurricanes and tropical storms. And, of course, their paths. Meteorologists follow all tropical storms to see if they become hurricanes.
Let's give you some safety tips so you could be safe in a hurricane. During a hurricane, always stay indoors and keep away from glass or windows.
That'd be a problem if you were outside.
Yes, it would.
Always follow the storm's progress on a weather radio for updates about the hurricanes.
I think that covers it all, so now let's go over to Haley and Michael, who are tracking Hurricane Casey.
Hello, this is Nick Baker from YWT. Today I'm here to tell you the hazards of a blizzard. I'm also going to tell you how to keep safe during these hazardous conditions. The safest thing to do is stay home if possible. If you must go out during a blizzard, be prepared with hat, gloves, warm coat, thick pants, and many layers of clothes. Also wear mittens because they are warmer than gloves. Be sure to listen to your radio and television for changing conditions. Blizzard conditions are very powerful and dangerous with high winds and fast snowfall. The record of snowfall during a blizzard is 95 feet on Mount Baker in Washington State. Now that's a lot of snow, something you certainly cannot drive in, so please stay off the roads. Another way to be prepared is to stock up on plenty of food and water. Keep in contact with family members in the area. The roofs of houses are known to collapse during the blizzard, and also telephone wires from the weight of the snow. So please stay safe during a blizzard. I hope my safety tips have helped you today.
Thank you, Nick. Hello, my name is Rajan. I am here to tell you about the characteristics of blizzards. A blizzard is caused by the interactions of high and low pressure systems. The air from the low pressure front will rush into the high pressure front. This creates strong winds and precipitation. 3 things are needed to make a blizzard. There must be cold air and snow and sustained winds of 35 miles per hour. Cold air below freezing is needed to make snow. In order for snow to fall to the ground, the temperature must be cold both up in the clouds where snowflakes form and down at ground level. The precipitation can change into rain or freezing rain. And now to Annalise and Lilia at the YWT studio in Chicago.
That's right, first grader is slowly moving his way up, heading for Florida, and has already affected some of the islands and caused most of the damage to Florida. The safest thing to do is head to shelter before you get hurt. The safest thing to do is get some flashlights and stay close together and block the glass windows and go high up. Stay away that can hurt you. Make sure you make it to a safe place. That's right, so stay safe and we'll bring it to Annalise. Tired of getting wet? Then get your new poncho today.
Now comes in Disney animated characters and black and white. Comes in a cute little mesh bag.
Just for $2.50 each.
Plus shipping and handling.
If you call in the next 10 minutes, you get a second one free.
Call
1-800-4-PONCHO to get your poncho today.
Since you're not saying, don't say the mobile thing. Yeah, exactly. So, no mobile. No mobile.
It's gonna be a little hard to read.
No, we just.
We're only reading this.
You're not gonna hold it.
Under my umbrella, Ella. Hey, everyone, get the sweet cupcakes in the right?
Michael.
I never get Rachel, what's the deal with that? Rachel, you guys. Should I come in?
Yeah, you can just like jump up.
What are you guys doing?
You guys are going to move back. I'll be like that. Under my umbrella,
I'll double my offer. Hot chocolate.
No, wait.
We all need to be looking this way because we need to be facing this way, looking at the camera like this.
Wait, no, it's not connected.
This.
Are you tired of being cold? Well, I have a solution for you.
Try our new Moco Coco. It comes with a free bag of marshmallows and a mug.
It's sold in a 2-pack box.
It's the most delightful drink you'll ever have, and you'll never be tired of being cold again.
Call us now at 1-800-HOT-COCO.
Maybe get in front of the camera.
That's my one.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, I'm on your kickball team forever.
Big thing. Come on, do it.
Hallelujah, it's raining.
Do it, come on. And jump from the side and say now. Okay, you two jump from the side and say now. Go, speed up. Okay, guys, everybody get his position. Where'd you put your poncho? Do you know what to say now? I'm fine now. Oh, nice. Go. The last thing ends. Jump from the side and say now. Okay, you two jump from the side and say now. Go, speed up. Okay, guys, everybody get his position. Where'd you put your poncho? Do you know what to say now?
You didn't even know what to say.
Controversial take. Factual.
Okay, good job.
You were doing that?
Your skirt's blending